Alrighty, chat. Today we will be working on the 160s. And I don't know if the game audio is picking up. Oh, no. There it is. I just saw it. There's only two. Not really a point. Alright. Hey, hope people are still here, but you never know. You never know. Oh, no, there are still people here. Alright, that's good. Ah, and it's a full team as well. Hmm. I know that, but I wanted to check. Alright, D. Let us commence forth then. Let us commence henceforth and continue. Alright. Let me come over back. I can't. Let me come over here, refresh it, do that. Alright.
Mark the last known location of the shelter on your map. Travel to the shelter.
Let us begin. It's a water storm notification.
Good. You've reached the shelter.
Yeah.
Use the terminal to run diagnostics to see what's wrong.
Alright, it's brick that's weaker to water. Ah, they're doing the floors as well. I mean, I suppose that is fair enough. Oh, never mind. Oh. There goes the player. We already dropped a player. Unfortunate. Ooh. That is right. They can do that. They can. I mean, it's not really like it, they will. But it is possible. We don't know exactly where they're gonna come from. Because this mission does not like to tell you where they're coming from. Alright, I forgot they are 245. Fair enough. I suppose. I should probably craft a better shotgun. Because I know this one is that. That one is that. That one is also that. Is that also fire. Hmm. Yep. Oh, I can't passively get 2,000,000 HP anymore. I forgot about those changes where you don't get the fort stats from everyone anymore. Oh, I forgot about that. That's really unfortunate. I completely forgot about that fact. No, someone else joined. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think they're Power Level 0 joining, because you can't join these missions when you're that low. I think even if someone's carrying you. No.
The
Oh,
shelter's been
yeah,
damaged
it's pretty
severely.
significant.
Looks like
The
the
life
life support
support
modules
modules
have
have
all been
been
stolen.
stolen.
These
These
modules
modules,
replace
how?
and shield the shelter.
I can never get this dialogue right, even though I've been hearing it for like
The
7
modules have
years.
to be around here somewhere.
Ooh,
Find the
module.
zone and return the missing parts.
These are built by a fleet of construction bots.
If the bots are
The attack
attacked,
band
the
to stealth
shelter
mode
will
and
power
power
down.
down.
To repair the
The
shelter,
shelter,
we'll
you
need
need
to
to find
reactivate
all
all
the
the
missing.
construction bots.
Unfortunately, this stealth mode is really effective. You're gonna need some help finding those missing.
Let me see if I can.
Okay, yeah,
It might take a few minutes.
that's me mixing up
The construction bot has
the
been
thing, the
reactivated.
words.
The module will now be installed.
A lot of people just don't use
There's an incoming wave detected.
Cbot,
We have some time before they
and
arrive.
my opinion of it on it has sort of changed. Don't really like using Cbot, but I will if it's just like I absolutely cannot find the module,
So
or if I'm just
these
like,
modules
or I'm just
aren't
kind of
just
feeling like lazy,
modules.
I'll use
They're
Cbot.
equals a lot of both.
Which I mean, it's fair. It's a resource that the
Only two more
devs put
modules.
in.
Keep searching.
Okay, we found all
All modules
within
have been
like the
located.
first minute. That's
Once the shelter's
wild.
been installed, the shelter will attempt to power back up. When this happens, expect a big fight.
Like,
The enemy will come from all
because
directions.
people
The power-up button
don't
is
use
hit.
Cbot as much, especially when you get higher up. At least from what I've seen, they don't really use Cbot unless it's just like a difficult mission, or if you're playing in low end Twine, people will use it. But like a lot of high end players don't really use the Cbot thing because who knows why. I mean, it is far easier to just scour the map looking for them than it is to just kind of go around and wait for Cbot to spawn in every like 2 minutes, I believe. I get the exact timing on how long it takes Cbot to spawn. It takes like 2 minutes to spawn after it despawns, I believe. Which makes it so you would have to face a raid if you just relied solely on Cbot.
A module has been installed. The
You probably have
shelter
to
is stronger.
face like 2 raids. Because I think the time after the initial one is a bit more, um, not loose, but it's a bit more, it's a bit less time. Like you get 8, I believe you get 8 minutes at the beginning. But then it goes down to like 4 minutes or 5 minutes on after the first raid, and then I think that's the consistent time until you finish it or you time fail the mission, which it usually takes 4 in-game days before they do the evac thing, and that's 2 extra 2 days you get. It's like I think you can spend a total of an hour and 30 minutes in normal missions.
Module has been
And endurance is like
The shelter is now
double that time, so it's like an hour and a half. It's like 2 hours and 2.5 hours,
installed.
I believe. I don't know the exact time for endurance, but I know it's well over the normal limit of missions. And there's a certain time period in Storm Shields where you can't activate endurance. Because you'll probably get kicked mid endurance because you can't, because I don't think the game is programmed to handle missions longer probably than 4 hours. Probably not rated to handle missions longer than 4 hours. to think that's usually how long I'm in for. Like 4 hours, and it doesn't allow you to activate endurance after that.
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger.
But yeah,
New module installation
it's still a little unfortunate that they don't give Save the World the attention that it should get. But as the male philosophy is, it is what it is. There's not much you can do besides continue playing the games that we love. Even though they'll probably never get any significant update. You know what I mean? Significant update? I don't mean like the small update. No, well, they're not really small, but like I don't mean small updates. Fuck.
New module installation has begun.
We'll never probably see like a massive like zone adding, story adding update ever again. We'll probably get a fetch quest line where you just go around getting stuff. That's probably the extent of what we'll see new this year, because Save the World often gets at least one major content update a year. And I mean, content is content, so.
Oh no. Those little cards on everyone's plates? Are those icebreaker questions?
Huh. I forgot about this quest line.
Oh, so awkward.
Awesome! I can never think of what to talk about at fancy parties. Why don't more people do this?
Why, indeed.
What is your first memory of death? Oh, wow, that's a good one.
A module has been installed.
Ah.
Shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're just barely gonna make it, but we're gonna make it. Yeah.
A module has been installed.
Oh, yeah.
The shelter
We
is now
made it.
stronger.
I think with like 40 seconds remaining, I
New
believe.
module installation has begun.
Did I get enough cups?
Plans have
Yeah.
changed. They seem to know the final part is being installed. They must be preparing for a larger attack. Get ready. Installation resumed.
He's just been sitting there the entire time. The Xenon. The Huskbuster, I think. It's either the Huskbuster or the Ground Pounder.
Here they come. Defend the shelter.
Yes. My favorite type of endgame guild thing. The propane spam. The propane husk spam. The most skillful, the most test of your skills endgame husk wave that you can possibly get. It's totally not like it's artificial inflation of difficulty or anything like that. No. They would never do that. No game would ever artificially inflate the difficulty by just spamming the most like annoying husk in the game. No, they would never do that. They would never do that. They would never do that. You're crazy. They would never just spam an annoying husk. They would just never spam an annoying enemy type. That makes no sense to spam. No, they would never do that. Never. Never. No. Ah, there's the mini boss. Hello, friend. Ooh. Is he not? Is he just not taking damage from the minigun? No, he's not taking damage. Is he? No, he is. Is he not taking damage at all from the minigun? Just tanking it? Whoops. Oh, he has the infinite minigun build. Might use the other skin for a bit for these 160s since I have the kitten as my partner, or well, sidekick technically. Why isn't it showing the nameplate? It should be showing the name above the character, but I guess it just doesn't want to do that. I was also going to stream Plants vs. Zombies, but considering I know what happens when you stream it, I don't think I really want to stream it. I might stream private matches or stuff like that, but I'm not gonna stream me playing PvP. It'll never happen. It'll probably never happen. I'll probably never stream PvP. When it comes to PvZ, I think I'd rather keep it to myself. It's the only game I sorta take PvP seriously in. I don't take PvP in much games very seriously because I'm just not a PvP person in general. I don't actively hunt for PvP games. Okay. Oh, everyone else has the kitten as well. Well, besides the one person who does not have the kitsune. Oi. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Yeah, the game audio is low, but I'm pretty sure it can still be heard probably over me because I do not talk that loud and I'm incapable of talking loud. The gold cache, eh? Oh, so it is actually real. I am actually 144. Alright, I'm just gonna really quickly change skins. I could change to this one. To do like the original. Just a little better. I might change between them. Is what I might do. I think I will do that. Let's change between the kitsune skins that I have. Alright. Into the next. Never mind, no one's there. I mean, I could just sit in them. Are there seriously only people here? Why? Why are we doing the repair the shelter? I get that it's 5 times legendary perk up, but why are we all sitting here? Why are we sitting in this mission type? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Are there V-Bucks today? Nope. There are no V-Bucks. Never mind, there's no V-Bucks available tonight besides whatever the daily quest is, and it's ninja. And I don't really play the ninja class as often as I probably should because outside of the MSK, I don't really see a point because I do not do melee builds because I don't really like doing melee builds. It's just more so a personal preference, I suppose, that I don't like doing melee builds. I just don't really like them. I just don't really like doing them. It's just push comes to shove at that point. Alright, they are building out of metal. Let's say if they're building out of brick, they're gonna have a bit of a tough time. Alright, modules, can you spawn? They should spawn, they should be spawning any second. They should have spawned by now. There's one. it's not hard to spot them on certain map types. On the desert,
Some help finding those missing
in Canny Valley, and in the desert areas that have they have, it's probably the between the winter area, between the winter frozen forge zone and Canny Valley like zones. Those are the two maps that are the most difficult to spot the modules on, because they just kind of blend in with everything, and it's almost impossible to tell the difference,
So,
because you can miss them incredibly easily.
that equals a lot of bullets.
I hear loot.
Only 2 more modules. Keep searching.
No. I hear loot. Alright. I wanna get this quest line over and done with.
Hey, you okay, Joey? Dennis doesn't seem like he's particularly phased. I'm fine, it's fine. He'll be no match for my next great idea. Is that the hosts arguing in the kitchen? Oh, yes. It seems the day's squabbles have spilled over into party time. Certainly hope that doesn't make you uncomfortable, Dennis.
It's cool. Haven't thought about Christmas at my uncle's place since I was a kid. It's kind of nice.
A module has been installed. The shelter is
This quest line, I've played it so many times that I just there's just no reaction.
find Seabot.
And there's not really a point to react to, like,
Has a limited amount of energy.
I don't know how old that quest line is.
It will have to
I think it's like at least a couple years old. I don't remember when it first came out,
have been located.
or if I was even here.
Been installed.
No, I was very much here when it first came out.
Expect a big fight. The enemy will come from all directions. The power-up process takes 4 minutes.
No, I have not seen a single
The shelter is now strong.
coconut.
New module installation has begun.
No, it didn't just reset. It probably reset before I got on and started streaming. You just get 8 coconuts from one? I just got all 8 of them from a singular container. That I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I've never seen that happen in real time where you can just get all 8 of them. It must be like incredibly rare. Well, it has to be incredibly rare.
The shelter is now stronger. New module
Anyways. I do want to make the Ventures video, or the Ventures streams into a video, but after editing the PAL World 100 Days, I do not want to edit Save the World footage. I do not want to do it. Because this is like, it's like, that's a week's worth of footage that I have to go through. Albeit I don't have to go through all of it, and I probably wouldn't. I'd probably cut out like 80% of what the streams were. But I have to go through all of it to find the particular points, because I never really intended to turn them into videos. But I just keep thinking about it, like, this would make a interesting video potentially. At the same time, I just don't want to do it because it's just gonna. I don't know if it's worth the sunk cost fallacy is worth it. It's worth working on a video for potentially a couple of weeks, because I probably wouldn't finish it until February because of reasons. I probably wouldn't even finish it until like late February, early March, because I'd have to go through all that footage, find out the most significant parts of the footage, put that into a video, come up with what I want to say in the video and all that type of stuff. And I just don't know if it's worth it, because Save the World doesn't really, not a lot of people really watch Save the World content anymore. I just don't know if it's worth putting that much effort into a video for people for it not to be really watched. I mean, and besides, it's just like I personally half don't want to do it. That's why I did the streams. But at the same time, I think it would be a very interesting video. It might be even be an informative video because I do like informing people about Save the World stuff. Because I did a video like years ago, I don't remember. Just it was when the Metal Team Leader hack came out, whenever that came out. I know it was years ago. I don't remember exactly when, but it was years ago. I remember it. It's probably the only video I'll probably actually remember vividly and fondly because I think it was my first, not technically my first ever video that surpassed a certain amount of likes, but it was my first video on this channel that surpassed 1,000 likes. I mean, there's one video on my channel that still goes past that amount of video, still goes that high, because I don't know why. I don't know why it still does numbers to this day, but to this very day. One of the Luigi's Mansion 3 videos that I recorded all those years ago when it first came out, or like a year after it came out, when I recorded it all those years ago, it still to this day gets watched. I don't know who's watching it. I don't know why they're watching it, but I don't even know if it's the same person watching it, because I can't tell if it's the same person watching it. But it very frequently is in my top 10 most watched videos almost every single month. Like, it is just there. I don't know how it's still there. I don't know why it's still up there, but it has like... Let me see if I can see it before this raid starts. I don't think I will be able to find it. But it's... yeah, it's Luigi's Mansion 3, Floor Boss 12. Currently it has like 4,000 views, and it has 11 views between the 18th of December, which was my birthday, by the way, and January 14th of this year. It's gotten 11 views in that time frame, and it is a video that is years old. I don't remember doing anything particular in it either, because that was back when I just recorded videos. Didn't do anything particularly interesting in it. I mean, I record and stream like I did back then. It's not like anything's changed. I still want to hit the partner program. I still want to make YouTube into my full-time career. I mean, then again, it was I believe it was when the virus was around, so I assume that's why so many people watched it, is because they had a lot of free time and a bunch of people were consuming YouTube content, almost to like extreme levels of it. But you know, it's kind of funny. But I think that is the year. Yeah, that was the year when I got 100 subs on YouTube, because so much more people were watching YouTube because they couldn't watch anything. And as much as people would like to say cable is good, it is not really that good. So there's a bunch of people that stopped watching it recently. I just kind of prefer YouTube to everything else, because as much as you'd like to admit it, I mean, not admit it, YouTube has more interesting content than probably a lot of TV channels used to have. Not to say that they're all bad or anything. It's just like a lot of the TV shows and stuff like that are just not the best. They're not the greatest, and it's not difficult to tell why so many people just left cable because it's just. I mean, there are a couple of good ones, especially one when you're a child and you didn't really know any better. But yeah, more people are moving away from like cable and stuff. I mean, to be fair, I would rather pick the channels that I would want to watch than be forced into a package of stuff I have to watch. It's what I believe that I know it'll never happen, but that's what I believe some companies and stuff should do. They should only charge for the channels that you want to that you watch or that you want to watch. You should be able to pick a package for channels you want to watch because so many people used to consume it that I don't think it really mattered if people were paying less for cable. They're still paying. But then again, people want all people want in this world is money, because money is basically, if you don't have money, you're just kind of fucked. But you know, it is what it is. Even though not a lot of people would agree that money should be the determining factor in everything. Because there's some things that money just can't buy you. It can show us how to buy you a good life, but it can't buy you good experiences. I mean, it probably can, but, you know, it can't buy you genuine experiences. But, I digress. Ah, wait. 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 That might be copyrighted. Fuck. That might be copyrighted music. Ah, I forgot to turn off. I forgot to turn off licensed audio. If that's copyrighted, oh well, I guess I have to delete the stream. Cause YouTube, cause I'm not. I mean, if it got copyrighted, it would probably tell me. I hope it's not copyright, or if it's copyright that I can use it, but I always forget about that. I gotta mute the licensed audio because apparently they thought it was a good reason to put licensed audio in their game, even though they know people stream their game and people are going to get copy striked, and it is very bad for certain individuals on YouTube. I'm not gonna mention who, but it is bad. Uh, I forgot to change it to different kitten skin. No. Uh, just try changing to this one. It might not stick because of this. I Oh no, I got a bonus. Oy. Huh. Nope. Haven't completed the Cyclones yet. Or the Scions, or whatever it's called. I think it's Scions. I believe it is Scions. It is the Scions, I think. I'm gonna go with that, Scions. Exploding death bomb, acid pools, life leech, and slowing attacks. I believe that's all the modifiers. Yep, it was. That was correct. Ah, the classic. The storm will be able to change directions during the course of combat. Hmm? Eh. Yeah, let's say people are not gonna vote for that. It's just like, my guy, why are you trying to start it early? I guess almost too early to just start it. They're doing this. They're doing that strategy. This is probably the build that I kind of hate the most. It's just like a stall kind of build that I don't really like. Heck. I mean, like, at least it didn't build out of brick because if they did, it doesn't matter what type of builds that they'll be able to do because they'll just go straight through. These probably have health increase things on them. That's why so many people use them. Because they probably no, they might just be healing pads. Think they might increase the health though. That's a smasher. Yeah. Eh. I kind of like it. A lot of people like that. They're just chill. I don't know where the game plan is with these structures. Cause it's exploding death bomb. Oh no, it's not exploding death bomb. I was wrong. Never mind. I expected exploding death bombs to be on. I the devs make some sort like a bunch of weird quest line things. I don't know what the plan is with all these structures. I mean, I can assume what they wanted to use them for, but I don't think that was the actual reason for them, but I don't know. I don't know why people overbuild and expect people to place traps. Ah, they're for these. I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just not. I'm not gonna say anything. Oh, he's doing that thing. Huh. I didn't expect anyone else to do it. Are they under us? Hold up. Are they under us? That that is a chest. It's an actual loot. That's actual loot. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Are they down here? No. Then where are they? They keep triggering, and they're not like able to get up here, so I assume they're stuck somewhere. I don't think they're stuck in the ground. Oh, they blocked off this area. It's not gonna work well because it's still gonna come up regardless. Especially if there's a direct, yeah, there's a direct line. They're gonna come up here this way that way regardless. Yeah, see what I mean? Unless, it is right down there. Is he using the Nova launcher? No, it's the nature one. I thought he was using the Nova launcher. So let's say I have not seen anyone use that in a while. Uh, are you not gonna come in here for this? Oh yeah. They are in here for this. Because it is, no, it is instanced, I believe. It should be instanced now, at least. I wonder if the chests are also instanced, or if they're just not instanced. What? Why does he not have his helmet? Is that the bug that they're talking about where they don't have their helmets on some of the times? Is that bug? I don't understand why you're putting it right here. 18,000, so he's not the main, he's a side one. Base guy isn't the main commander. Because if he was, they would have 20. No. No, it wouldn't. Never mind. Is that it's probably a super reference, I think. Probably. I have oh picked up other weapons. It is to shoot the balloon down as soon as possible. Land the thing down over there and get ready to move. Yeah, I don't carry any materials for all that. So are we not going to start it? I don't think we get all the rewards if we don't fully complete it. I forget how it works exactly. Oh, there it goes. Why? Why is my thing just like this? Why is my computer like this? One second. It's like I said, they're gonna completely ignore the block offs because that's the only way they see that they can get up here. So the block offs are gonna be completely ignored. Yep. I mean, it'll delay them, yes, but it's not gonna completely stop them. Hmm. That was that was almost unfortunate. That was almost unfortunate. Ow. See why you can't directly jump into combat? That's exactly why you can't jump directly into combat. That's why you can't just like gun them down in high-end missions because you will die really fast. Especially if you don't have as much health as I do. You would probably if I didn't have as much health as I did, I probably would have died in that situation. I probably would have perished. Hmm. And they're using that weapon. Oh, he went down. There. Let me res. Might change the settings really quickly so the taskbar doesn't pop up. Because it keeps doing it. Back. Yep, those goes all those walls. The difficulty in save doesn't even really stem from difficulty, it just stems from enemy spam and like overcharged enemies. That's what it just stems from, really. It doesn't stem from difficulty. Yeah, none of the endgame content in save stems from any sort of difficulty. It just stems from overinflated health and artificial difficulty because you could no. As much as I'd like to say that, I don't think you can make a game without inflating their health and defenses a little bit. But you could make like enemies have different things. Ah, the most hated husk type by me. The lobbers and flingers. Out of every husk in the game, they are the most annoying because, simply put, they can out damage your structures. Especially if there's a group of them, because it's not like they have a cool. I mean, not really. They may have a cooldown, but it's not like. Like, see what I mean? See what I mean? They're doing it. If they start doing that, that's a smasher mini boss. And of course, it's smoke screen. Alright. Alright. Alright, come on, buddy. Also, the propane change they made is so stupid. The Sploder husk, I just call them propanes because basically, I don't even know where I got that from. I just started calling them propane husks randomly. I forget who put that in my head. I don't know. There's not a lot of Save the World creators that I watch. There's only one that I watched for like my basically my entire Save the World career, but when he stopped doing Save the World content, it's just like, oh well. I guess it's not really any content creators that do save content. Because it's like kind of iffy because there's not a lot that do save content anymore. There's only, I believe there's only like a handful that still do it to this day. Uh, We collected some of the files. 15. Yeah, we delayed it a bit, so we didn't get all the files. Never mind. Since it was a delayed downing of the balloon, we could only get a certain amount. Yeah, it's on 51%. I'm sure it'll be fine. And it's stuck. And the charger's stuck. Alright. I want to check something really quickly, so give me uno momentum to try. Actually, let me do it like this. Give me 1 minute to try and see if I can't do that something. Alright, does it only appear? Okay, good. I can do that now. I can do that for when I'm streaming. Ah. Defeat the mythic Storm King once again. He has risen from the ashes of the corpse that you gave him, that you put him in last week, and now he's returned stronger than ever. I wonder if they did update the Storm King levels since they updated the levels of the 160s to be close to what they are. Oh, they do have Adventure Time skins. uh, that is 3 missions, I believe. Sure, there's no one here. Pain. Why do people have to exist in this mission? I mean, it's like a 15-minute mission. So it's not that bad, but still. I literally installed the update the other. You know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't load it at the same time. Because this mission type is the same. Is like sort of the worst for if you're loading in to a random mission because the amount of enemies that you can face in the raid, it scales with the amount of players that are in at the time. So in a 4+ player you can face up to, I believe it's 190 or 200 husks that you have to defeat before the raid ends on the shelter. And usually by that time it is enough husks to get the shelter destroyed because you cannot fight all off 200 husks. So the strategy is you send. How did he fail? You only had to kill like 30 husks. Like, how? How did he fail? You only have to kill 30 husks. Bro, he sold. You only have to kill 30 husks for that. Unless the other person loaded in. And okay, but anyways, you only have to fight 30 husks if you use the solo person that loads into evacuate the shelter 4+ player mission. If it's a normal evacuate the shelter, it's only 10 husks that you have to beat, and it's significantly reduced. If I believe it's like 160 at 4 players, but I could be wrong. But yeah, in the deliver the bombs, if this is deliver the bomb, I'm just leaving. But the deliver the bombs are never worth it. Do not even, unless you have to for a mission, and I mean main mission, like a main story mission, you do it. But if you don't have the main mission to do, the deliver the bomb, do not do it. The deliver the bombs are never worth it, and it's just the worst mission type because they don't count towards 160s. They do not count towards your 160s for whatever reason. They are the most broken missions because there's a 50% chance when you load in that they won't even work. And there's a chance that you can't even do the track towards the armory or whatever it is because of the weird spawn generation that they have. It depends on mission, of course, but most of them are just weird and it's just not worth your time to do them. It's legitimately just not worth your time to do the deliver the bombs unless they update them significantly. In the future, it might be because hopefully they'll update them because it's kind of fun because they're not just like defense missions. And I wish we had more like non-defense missions because as much as people would like to say it, the defense missions kind of suck. The defense missions are just kind of just like the only mission types in save, and I would like unique types of defenses because all we have is like a 1x1 tile defense, and then we have like a 3x3 tile defense. We don't have. I don't think we've had a 2x2 tile defense mission type before, but that one got replaced. uh, sometimes they'll say the quest lines are funny, and there's one that legitimately, I don't know how many games have done this, but it made me chuckle because it's like a 69 joke. If you don't understand, you don't need to understand, and I'm just gonna say, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say on it. But it was really funny. It's really funny because I mean, it's not often that these type games make those types of jokes because of the nature of said jokes. Did we get all of them? No, it's still one. I'm just trying to get this quest line done so I don't have to listen to the dialogue. So I don't have the blips constantly appearing on my screen. Ah, it's right there. Allergic. Yeah. It's kind of like the duality of creators because they have so many ideas that they can't possibly do all of them, but they don't have, sometimes it's just not enough money and such to do the type of things that they want to do. So it's kind of a little sad because there's some creators that want to do a whole bunch, but they can't because of the limitations of money. I don't know, however will I manage. Sarcasm. The sarcasm is strong. Alright. Let's get all this stuff upgraded. Yeah. This is metal. Yeah, it's metal. The husklings. I.e. the little shits. Am I going to stream this every single week? Probably not, because some of the stuff like the core repurchase are not worth the time to invest into them. Just because it just reperks up your things, and it's just not really worth the time. I mean, unless I don't have anything else to do that week and just don't feel like I'm gonna stream any other time that point in the week. So I could do that. That's always the potential for a backup stream, even if it's only once a week. Because as well, I don't know if anyone even watches this, but as you can see in my first video of this year, it should be my channel trailer, but I am trying to just be more active in general, even if I'm not uploading videos 24/7, or if I go like months without uploading a video, because I don't know what my next video is gonna be. It could be something VR. That's what I kind of want it to be, but at the same time, I don't want to spend multiple hours doing VR stuff. I half want it to be a Power World video, but at the same time, I don't know if I should make it into a Power World video or not, because I just did a Power World video. I mean, it did well, but I don't know if I should do two back to back like that. Alright, you're the mini boss. They teleport. Oh no, they use the bull charge on it. Oh no, the mini boss. It was so strong. It was so difficult to defeat and drain its health. It was so difficult. In fact, that it almost hit the structure. I can't believe that it almost got to the structure to damage it. But as I was saying, I don't know if I want it to be. I do half want it to be VR because I kind of want to do it, but I don't know if I want to do Minecraft VR or if I want to do um because Minecraft, as much as people would like to admit, does not do very well unless you're very good at it. And as much as I like to play Minecraft VR, recording it would be tough because I would have to consistently take off my headset after every single video unless I absolutely memorize where. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have to. Technically, I wouldn't have to take it off. I'd just have to pause. I'd probably have to pause the video for. I'd probably have to pause Minecraft for a while and just stop recording and continue. When the video finished downloading, I could do that. Never mind. It would be easier than what I'm making it out to be. But it would still be difficult. Don't get me wrong, it'd still be difficult because I'd have the VR headset on my face for like 30 plus hours, and I could work on it over the course of a few weeks, but recording it, I probably shouldn't do that because of reasons. I probably shouldn't spend multiple hours recording it. Ow. And I'm gonna probably go back to recording it in 720. I don't know if the latest powered video recorded in 1080p or not. I believe it might have recorded in 1080p though. But I can't really tell. And I didn't save the video, so I mean I think half of it recorded in, no, I think it did record in 1080. That's why it was so much of a tax on my thing. It was so much of a tax on my storage that I couldn't keep a lot of stuff. And I had to delete some stuff. And if I figure out how to move it over to the hard drive, because I'm gonna have to get another hard drive just solely for videos. I might have to even get a second one. I hope videos never. I hope my videos never take a terabyte. Because if they start taking a terabyte, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because at most right now they take 500 gigabytes. Because 100 days take roughly 350 gigabytes. If you're recording it in 720, if you're recording it in A hundred terrible. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it does count as a success if you're trying to have a terrible Christmas, and it counts as a success. It just, I mean, I guess it. I don't know why this quest line is here. It's kind of just like a weird sort of quest line. I mean, none of the Save the World side quest lines really make any sense. Like you could just sit here for an entire year, go through all of them, and not understand half of them because they're just random story quests. And since the main story quest doesn't technically give credence to any of them per se. I mean, it sort of does, and some of the other older ones lead into the newer ones, but yeah, they just kind of make no sense. But as I was saying before, if a recording session of 100 days, you have to have at least 500 plus gigabytes of storage off to the side somewhere, like, because you're not going to be able to fit all that footage into your computer if you have a terabyte of storage, you're not going to be able to fit all of it into there, especially if your game takes up a gigabyte. I mean, not a gigabyte. If it takes up 100 gigabytes, you will not have enough space. Depending on the editing software you use, because some might not eat up as much storage as mine does. Because I don't have Adobe right now because I'm waiting for something. But yeah, it is. It's not fun to edit, but it is kind of fun to do the smaller edits. It's just not fun to go through hours and hours of footage. I think this should be the last quest. It should be, I believe. Hmm. All right. Silent Light. I forget what the other one is. Hold up. I might do one last stream of Frost Knight if I can finish all these quests, because we're at 4 out of 10. So I might do. I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to do Frost Knight. If not to, probably definitely not tonight. Maybe tomorrow if there's people in Frost Knight, because I kind of want to do just one last Frost Knight, unless I can't find anyone in these. And then I might just take a break to do Frost Knight. I mean, I could just sit into one of these waiting, because it's better than just keeping loading in for like minutes on end. Alright, I'll just wait for to see if there's anyone to see if anyone joins. If no one joins, then I can just leave and reload into another one. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, yep. There's someone else. Hey. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't load in with me, because that would be bad, because we'd have to defeat 60 of us. And I do not want to do that. It's smoke screen. Gross. And life leech. Really, we'll get more people joining, because I half don't want to build. Come down here. You also come down here. Oi! Rather than just sitting up there. And you may question why I do not build. Why do I not use resources on these missions? It's because the public lobbies are just iffy. Because you could get good cracked players, and you can get some of the worst players you ever played with. And it's not easy to tell until the mission defense starts. And then you're just stuck. And you fail no matter what you do, and you don't get the resources back. Which, I mean, I understand if you don't get the resources back, but because you're supposed to waste them, but at the same time, I just hate it, kind of, because it's just like, come on, bro. And you never know if they're gonna actually be used. You never know if the traps are gonna be used or not. That's why I just rarely build, because you don't even know if the traps are gonna get used. Because a lot of the times traps go unused. Like for example, one side, if you're, is probably just gonna have traps that just go completely unused. Like this side, for example. I'm just gonna craft a couple. Mates! Because I don't even know what it's gonna be. No, I shouldn't. Craft these. As much as I'd like to do those, it's probably better to do these. I'm just gonna put them on these two sides. I'm not gonna put them on that other side until I actively see husks going there. And besides, to be completely honest, like a good amount of these shots probably aren't even gonna get used, so I don't think it really matters that much. Then I'm just placing down these traps because a lot of them probably aren't gonna get used. This is literally all I build for like a majority of the missions, and it works because there's no telling how much damage you're trying. I mean, there's no telling if your traps will even be used in the slightest, because there's just no way to tell, because you could have a cracked team that just absolutely destroys the husk. You could get the good RNG and just not have any husk to deal with, or you could get the bad RNG and have multiple waves of husks to deal with that are terrible, or you could just get like propane spam, which it just basically means you build all those traps for nothing because they're just gonna be blown up anyways. Uh, but yeah. Yeah, I'm still not gonna put any. I might just put the floor traps just so I can avoid that irritating bug that they still haven't fixed. I mean, I don't expect them to fix a bug like that, but at the same time, it's been in the game for years. How do you not fix a bug that atrocious? I'm just gonna put push traps on these walls. I'm not gonna bother putting full on trap. I'm not gonna bother full on trapping this out, just because there's not really a point to fully trap it out, because I highly doubt anything's gonna come back here for. I extremely doubt that there's anything that's even gonna come anywhere relatively close to back here, but you know, gotta make sure. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? See exactly what I mean? You can actually, you probably can't hear it, but someone's placing down tar pit traps, and a whole bunch of them. from the sounds of it. There's a whole bunch of them being placed down. See what I mean? These have to be duped. There's no way that they're not duped. Alright, I am off to go complete this quest, so I don't have these blips popping up on my map anymore. Uh, see what I mean? Because people just have a bunch. You can't do it anymore. You can't get duped traps anymore, but I don't think it matters. uh, The idea that you might actually be right. Ooh. True. Real. Have a Christmas. Oh. I like Willow. Willow's probably one of my favorite characters. It's just funny. It's kind of unique how they implemented Willow as well. And some of the quest lines are just nice to have. In general, they're just kind of nice to have. That's gonna come back at like 3 seconds. I could have deployed one at the beginning and just deployed the last two at 45 seconds. Yep. Yep. Smash a mini boss. Ah, yes, my favorite mini boss type. Nope, that's the wrong smasher. Oh no, it's not a smasher. Is it a healer? No, it's not. Is that just a husky? I mean, a healer husky healing it then? Yeah, he's gonna go through that wall. I think that might be an idea to do for these missions. Yeah, that is more clingers. And lobbers again. And probably the worst combination of husks that you could possibly imagine. Uh, and there we go. It has been completed. That is mission 5 out of 10. I I honestly don't know why they have us doing 10 missions. It's just after a certain amount of missions, it's just repetitive. Because you have to do 10 160s. I wish they would reduce the number to like probably like 5 or like 6 or even 8, because it's annoying to do 10 of the same, basically the same missions over and over again. Oy. Ah, I still love that end of dialogue, the end of quest dialogue. It's probably some of my favorite dialogue. Cause I mean, I guess it just kind of hits home, is all, especially around the holiday season. I think that's all the quests. All right, that one. Oh, they both have the same tone. Fuck. I thought they had different. I thought they had slightly different tones. But I think it was Frost Knight and something else that had the different tone. Back to repair the shelter. Oy. Alright. It's the repair the shelter. It's a painful repair the shelter. Huh? Oh, we went over there. Hey, back to the painful missions. Back to the ones that take a long time to complete. Is this even worth running? I don't have enough metal to build. That's right. I don't have enough. If someone starts breaking the metal, I'm just gonna let them because, or building out a brick, I'm just gonna let them because half of me, whenever someone starts building out a brick on a mission like this, I'm just like, let's let them find out. This could be a great teaching experience for them. I don't have that much metal, so I can't really build that much. This is probably the extent of what I can do. Yeah, that's the extent of what I can do. Again, it doesn't matter what you build for like the upper layer because it's very unlikely that basic class will attack it. And it's even more unlikely that it will actually get damaged. But it cannot climb up. Ah, he's already got it. Never mind. Need to use up some of the materials at least. He's trying to, yep. He's gonna start it. Yep. Alright. I'm off. Actually, give it a second. Going that way, yeah. I'm just gonna go this way then. They should have spawned. They should have spawned right there. Or they should have spawned right now. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell when they spawn. Three out of 8. Alright, wake up. It's not surprising that someone's that's surprising. Someone's AFK. I can't believe you wouldn't see that coming. I'm kind of glad that they added that AFK measure, so people just can't sit there and just take up the players another player slot by sitting there and being AFK. It's a bit annoying when you're going to do something, but at the same time, I kind of understand. Oh, that was the kitsune. I was about to say, what is that? I don't know. It's it's just the fox. Nope, that's everything. Alright, come along. We're gonna go look for more modules. Not that way, because there's husks spawning. And I don't particularly feel like always constantly fighting husks. As contrary to the belief you may believe that. Brother. See what I mean? It's annoying. I don't know why they spawn husks so frequently in 140 and 160 zones. Like, I think it starts in probably 124s. Could start in like 100s, but I think like in 124s and above, at least from what I've seen, it starts like spawning massive amounts of husks consistently, like around the base, around players. Yep, okay, there's not a point to fight this unless... Nope, not a point to fight it. No point of fighting Gammon unless it gave quartz crystals. If it gave quartz crystals, I would fight it, but not really a point to fight it if it does not give me quartz crystals. That's the only resource that I am struggling with at this very moment, so that is what I'm looking for the most. Alright, I forgot the expeditions probably have came back by now. Do I have... Nope. Ow. Oh no, my eye. Uh, um, anything searchable? No? Alright, I guess I'll go to the next building. Do we get the coconuts? Yep, there goes 5, so we have 7 in total. And we just need... Well, actually, I don't even really need one more. I would like one more, yes, but I don't necessarily absolutely need it. Oh, there we go. And now we just kind of wait and search around until it becomes under attack. Because that's all you can really do. Why is there a sudden lag spike? Or stutter? It will probably might not have been a lag spike, it might have just been a stutter. No, well, no, it was a stutter, it wasn't a lag spike, because it would have pushed me back if it was a lag spike. Like 100% wired internet is better than wireless internet because it is rare that I experience like significant amounts of lag on this PC. It's very rare that I experience any significant lag in any online game. Probably if I did like if I went into like different servers across different worlds, there would be a decent amount of lag probably. But I haven't experienced lag, like true laggy connection throughout an entire match in a fairly long time. Not to say that I won't ever experience it again, because there's a very high likelihood that I will, but I'm just saying I probably won't experience it. Yep. And of course they're building at the last possible second because we're gonna get attacked. We have to build quick, spam all your builds down. You know, it's not likely gonna come from this direction. It's gonna come from the complete opposite direction because it can't come from behind. It cannot come from the south. It's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be from the west and north. Mm. Oy. All right, so let us begin. Let us commence forth, even. Yep. Yeah. Oh, and it's this one in particular. Yep. That's exactly what I was talking about last time when they said, "Oh, the profane husks are probably the worst. Propane and healer husk spam is probably the worst spam." No, it's the second worst spam. The worst spam you can get is lobbers and flingers because they won't even come close to the base. But the propane and healer husk spam is the second worst because it virtually negates any trap strategy. And it doesn't tell you what husk the storm is gonna spawn, which I mean, I guess I kind of understand, but it's still kind of bullshit because it should tell you what type of husks are gonna spawn, so you can at least prepare for that type of husk. But at the same time, the waves usually never stay the same unless it's unless it's on repair the shelter. Repair the shelter, and I believe re- repair the shelter and the other one are the only two that won't end up doing that. Guys, I'm gonna keep it a stack. You're not gonna be able to bait it because it's just gonna do that. Yep, because that's all propanes can do. And did they actually? Yeah, they did kill it. But it kind of doesn't matter because the propanes. See what I mean? The storm hasn't changed, and usually if it's like basic husky and stuff like that, it usually changes. Alright, they did probably get the health boost. I'm just gonna come in here, grab the loot, and just back off. I mean, for this one in particular, it doesn't matter if we keep. Right, it doesn't matter if we keep those because it's kind of pointless. They're not. There's no lobbers. There's nothing jumping. There's nothing. There's nothing that can jump on top of the base. There's nothing like that. They can't just jump on top of the base. It's a hero supercharge this week, which automatically kind of makes it worthless. But since the new changes, it doesn't make it worthless because the new changes you need to have your heroes being 144 to get maximum power level. Otherwise, you don't have maximum power level and efficiency. Continue henceforth on to the next quest you must complete. 17 missions in 160 zones. I mean, to be fair, in all honesty, the 160s just aren't that bad. They're not as bad as they used to be. They used to be absolutely god awful. Where the fail rate, I believe, was like 50% in public lobbies. I don't mean like in private lobbies if you were ready for it, but in public lobbies, the fail rate of event of 160 when they first came out was incredibly high. Like you would probably fail a mission because nobody was prepared for how hard they would actually be. And 160s just were kind of just difficult in general until people got the superchargers, they got a better understanding of the game, and just got a better understanding of 160s in general, and just ended up by just literally just getting better. And I remember that because the MSK used to have an incredibly low clear rate as well, because it was difficult to clear it back then because you didn't have all the overpowered stuff. You didn't have the pop shot. You didn't even have the sword in the thing, which were the best for it. You had the surround pound. You had a snipe, I believe a sniper or the xenon bow. I don't remember exactly which one was meta back then. And then you had your melee weapon for the horns because the pickaxe would not do enough damage. You had what else was it? Like I forget everything else that you had. You had the de-atomizer, which was really good for the final DPS on him. And then you had some random third weapon because you didn't have this, you didn't have any of the mythics yet. So you had the de-atomizer. You had some random. You either had no, you had the de-atomizer. You had either a sniper or a xenon bow in your second slot, and then you had the surround pound. Those were the three meta weapons at the beginning of the MSK, I believe. Until you got like the sword or the hammer, and then those were just I think they're better, but I don't remember. But I think they might be better for the damage, for overall damage, but I don't remember. It's been I don't actively do this MSK that much, so I don't really know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I wouldn't be qualified to tell you because I haven't ran it like 16 million times to figure out what's the meta for the Mythic Storm King because I'm gonna be honest, there's not really a point once you get all the weapons. Once you get all the weapons twice, there's not really a point to do it unless you want the launcher to reperk into multiple different uses, which that's what I'm working on it right now. But I'm probably not gonna 140 for it. We still have 4 missions. Hey. Alright, back into the fray once again. It should be in probably another hour. Because there's 4 missions, and each mission takes about 20 minutes. So probably another hour, and then I'll end. Because this is all I wanted to do today, is I wanted to clear the 160s on stream and just, I guess, just talk in general. Even if it's not very long. This is probably the length. An hour to 3 hours is probably going to be the length of streams that I do until. Well, it's probably going to be the length of streams I just do in general. It's probably going to be the average length of streams that I do. I don't think I'm going to do anything like crazy like 5 hours or in 6 hours until I get like full time. If it's full time, then yes, I'll do it for like 6 plus for like more hours. I'll do it probably. And especially if I'm pushing for partner or affiliate on Twitch, if I end up doing Twitch, because I think I might do Twitch, I just can't multi-stream because I don't think my PC would be able to handle that. But I will see, because I might get a second PC so I can use that for streaming. I don't know if OBS can handle multi-streaming. It may be able to, but I do not know. I'm gonna test streaming on Twitch and YouTube to see which one is better. But I know a bunch of people prefer Twitch because of the thing of just in general, just because of things. Eh, I might stream the last bit of the Final Fantasy thing, possibly. Because if you, well, I've never said it on stream or anything like that, but I have played Final Fantasy 14 before. I half wish I would have recorded it. Well, half wish I would have either streamed or recorded it because it definitely would have been a game to put my. It would have been a game. It would have been a nice game because it would have been recorded and it would have been it probably would have been the game that maybe put me up on in a good position for YouTube because of my reaction to it and all that stuff. Because I know people like watching, because I like it as well. I like watching people's reactions to certain things that I just kind of find interesting or just like in general. So I know people would be interested because I know reaction kind of has become a bit like more prevalent. And that's what I've been curious about, whether I should do reaction content or not. I mean, I probably will give it a shot, but I don't know if it will take off or not. Because I half want to do reaction content along with gaming, but I don't want to have I kind of don't want to have multiple channels for it, but I might make multiple channels for it. Just to see, because it would be funny if if I had a reaction channel and just took off. That'd be kind of funny. I just had a reaction channel and just soared into the atmosphere. I think I would be fine with that if my reaction channel just took off. While my gaming one just kind of the secondary channel. I think I'd actually be fine with that. But I don't know what I would or should react to because there's a lot of stuff that I could react to. There's a lot of stuff that I should react to, probably. What? So that's why I asked it in my 2026 video. What should I react to? Like in general, what should I react to? Because I don't know what I would react. What would react? what I would react to, since I haven't done consistent like reaction content, so it would be interesting to see what would be fun to react to. I mean, I kind of know what it would be, but I've already watched those clips, so it wouldn't be really a reaction. To know people have been reacting to more pars and um the Fire Department Chronicles. Those are the two prevalent ones I see. There's probably a lot more that I don't see and I haven't watched, but yeah. I think if I can get my Final Fantasy subscription back, I might stream Final Fantasy on Twitch. Or I might I don't know if I can multi-stream. I'd have to look into that more because I don't know if my PC could handle it is the thing. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, is my PC being able to handle multi-streaming. Because of I mean, I think it would be able to handle it as long as it's in like 720 for both out inputs, because I'm not putting it on 480p. If it can't stream it in 720p, then I'm just gonna single stream on platforms until I can get a better PC that can handle it, or just get upgraded parts. I think that's gonna be my next step, is just getting some upgraded parts. I'm not gonna. I don't think I should fully rebuild it unless I absolutely have to fully rebuild my PC. But I think I just want to get upgraded parts. That's the most thing that I want to do. I just want to probably get upgraded parts for the PC. Like, obviously I can't get more RAM because it's like 400 is like skyrocketing in price. But I could maybe get something out, some other stuff. Who knows? Am I getting attacked? No. It's a fucking. That's what I hate. This is the one thing I hate. Lavas are the most. For me personally, lavas are the most annoying husk in the entire game. For other people, it's probably like Smashers. Smashers. The only issue I have with Smashers is their AI is fucking weird as hell, and they don't follow normal AI things, so they'll just randomly get stuck on walls and stuff like that, and they'll just see stuff that the other husks don't see and all that stuff, and it's not more irritating than annoying because they don't spawn that often unless you get smasher spam, and then it's just kind of it's it's just kind of over if you get smasher spam on a like high wave. Unless you can properly handle it, but yeah. It's pretty much kind of over. You can't handle smasher spam. Because it's not that common to receive smasher spam. So it's not like you're going to see it consistently enough to where you would actually have to defend against it very often. But it is still a type of spam that you can see and that you probably will see. I'm just checking to make sure all of these, the ones I'm upgrading, have things under them. If they don't, then there's no point. I mean, I say that like they're gonna get attacked because it's probably, yeah, I was gonna say it's probably just propane and lava splat, propane husk, and healer husk spam, which yeah, it's totally the funnest modifier. Propanes make this the second the second on the list of the most annoying husks because uh, if they didn't change them, they probably wouldn't be on the list. If they didn't change them to be like when they hit I think like 67% of health or like 50% health, they just go to blow up the propane on themselves to try and damage the structures, which is honestly, I guess I understand that, but it is really, really fucking annoying why they would change that suddenly. It's really fucking annoying. Like, I don't understand why they would change it to make it like that. I mean, of course, I probably will never know, but yeah. I don't understand why people use wood in this zone. I understand if they can't hit the wood, then there's no point to use any strong materials if it's never just gonna get damaged. It's better to use wood because it's a disposable material. At this point, it's a disposable material. Yep, there goes that wall. Like at this point in the game, wood is a disposable material. Well, probably like late candy, early twine is probably a disposable material at that point because it just doesn't survive long against the amount of damage that the husk do. I kind of wish they would make it more useful. Like, I wish they would make like a element that affects both metal and like they should have made energy the element that affects both metal and brick two times as it would be two times as effective. They should make energy husks. Well, I don't think energy husks have existed, so they should make energy husks that do 200% more damage to metal and brick, and they don't do that much towards and they do reduce damage towards wood because they're not technically physical husks, but they still do multiple times more damage to metal and brick because of their unique ability is to affect metal and brick. Maybe it does 300% towards metal, 200 towards brick, and then like 50% or like 25% damage towards brick metal. Since it's I meant brick. I meant wood since it's nature. Since it's kind of like a nature-isk thing, so it wouldn't be really affected by metal. But I could just be giving out weird ideas and stuff like that. But I think that would be a cool concept or idea to do. And it would be a new husk type to introduce. So you can have so you can have a full elemental storm instead of just water, fire, and nature. The thing hasn't been always been that small, has it? I don't think it's always been that small. Yeah. And then there's someone. No. Is there people here? Nope. Is there people here? Probably not. I don't know. There are people here. Yeah. What the hell did I spawn into? What did I spawn into? Oh. I was like, what the fuck? Fuck. Whoops. I did not know it broke. I did not realize. And in fact, did actively not realize it broke. 3,000. I have enough to continue using the sunbeam. Wraith? Or Wrath, or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Hey. Alright, time to go out looking for coconuts. Uh, there we go. I I do half want to do a couple of Plants vs Zombies streams because I just enjoy the game in general. At the same time, I think that might be just a game I personally play on my own. I don't think I would stream it. Mostly because, again, not really that many people play it. And the people who do play it play online and they don't stream and they record it and they don't stream it, so for very obvious reasons, because I'm pretty sure since PvZ is kind of dead, it's very easy to stream snipe someone in the game. Especially if you have like hundreds of viewers and you're. I mean, it wouldn't really probably affect me because I probably wouldn't have anyone stream sniping me. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it would become an issue. Oh, there's no particular name convention of a date that work of a day of the week that works for Plants vs Zombies. 'Cause you could do like no, you could do 3 Green Thumb Thursdays or Green Thumb Tuesdays and just have like it be a Plants vs Zombies based stream. You could do that or any other plant based jokes. Just put it in on a certain try to fill it in on a certain day. Uh, hmm. He's gonna vote to start it, probably. Or maybe not. Maybe he just fell down and got stuck. I thought it looked like he was gonna go vote to start the vote, though. Huh. Yeah, I guess he wasn't going to start it then. He was trying. He was probably trying something then, or he just fell in there. Now this might be going to start it. Is he just doing? Was he just literally looking at it, seeing if he could actually start it? He doesn't. I would have used anything but that to start it. The cutscene. And yes, I still have. I haven't. I know I haven't kept up with changing kitsune skins because I'm gonna be honest. I kind of forgot. It kind of went in my brain and then just went out. I completely forgot about changing the skins. So that's my bad. That's my B. Do not worry. It will most certainly happen again. uh, why are they coming all the way this direction? You just walk down this. It's like a worse route because it's not even faster. It's actively slower. Yep, I hear the screech of death. Interesting. Hey. Wait, where did it go? Guess it might have been killed. The flinger was in fact no longer existent. The flinger has ceased existential functions. I think that's how you say that word, existential or exist. I think it is existential. I think I'm just trying to create a new word in like existential or whatever I was trying to say. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. My brain thinks my words come out faster than my brain can think of them sometimes. Uh, oop. Oh, this is a gross combination. A propane husk. I don't think I've ever seen this combo. No, I have seen this combo before. This is a gross combination. A propane husks, healer husk, and then just like basic husks and husky husks, I believe. I did not notice my health was that low. I'm just gonna take those. I don't know why people use the nature weapon set. It's not really that good. The only real thing, a good part about it is the bow. The bow. The bow's the only really good part of that entire set weapon out of the entire set. No, we didn't get the it yet, but we're about to. Well, there we go. It's still bugged. Even when they fix one thing, another bug comes up. Yeah, it's just like another company I know. Oh, it's Ricochet. Hello, friend. How would you like to meet? Hold up. Give me 1 second. Where did it go? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Hello, buddy. Come here. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. He's down for the count. Yeah, like, see, like, not a lot of the traps are gonna get put to use because they're just coming this direction. And they're only coming from this direction. It's not, the storm is not gonna change directions. Because it's not possible for them to spawn. I don't think it's possible for them to spawn in any other direction. That's why the ones with when they have a single direction are probably the best. They only have a singular direction they can come from are the best types of missions because they can only come from one angle and you can pre-build for that one angle. If it does not say the storm will rotate, that is the best thing you can see in these high-end missions is that the storm will not rotate. Because 90% of the mission, 90% of the time, you will have you will have an atlas that can move. And yes, I called them rotating atlases at one point, but now I know I can't call them rotating atlas because it doesn't say atlas, it says alert. And now I can no longer call, no longer have a justifiable reason to call them atlases, besides the fact that I've constantly called, that's what I've constantly referred to them as, is rotating atlases. Because I think it's because the first mission I had it in was like, I think it was like the triple atlas in Plankerton, the Plank Harbor thing mission. If you don't know what that is, you can search it out. But it's a really fun mission. There's a couple of story missions that are really fun and that I'd really like to play through again, but I kind of can't because unless I have someone that is going through the story with me, I can't go through them. And there's mission is kind of sucky because I really like those missions and like to go through them again at some point in the future. Oy. Oy. Oop. Alright. Let us begin. There should be, I believe, 2 more missions. And then we are freed from this endless cycle of pain and suffering. I believe there's only 2 left that we have to do. I half wish I could solo these. I mean, I know I could. I've seen the video. I've seen this a possibility to solo 160s. I just don't really want to. Mostly because it's just kind of iffy. It's kind of suspect. Alright, if there's no one in any of these, I'm just gonna... Okay, never mind. As I say, if there's no one in any of these, I'm just gonna sit here. My spine. Uh, I need to stop. I need to probably switch. Fuck! I forgot to change skins again. Ah, why would you not? Oh my fuck. Why would you not load in first, my guy? This sucks. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but you have to. You can see it at the beginning. You have to. You have to kill like 120 highs. Which I mean, it's fine to do, but it's just like on your. If you're loading it on your own and you're the only one defending it, it's difficult. Because it used to be impossible to do it because you have to defeat so many enemies in like a little amount of time. And often what will happen is Husk will spawn around the goddamn capture point, making it even more difficult than what it should be. Yeah. Hold up. We finally started building. Because I'm not building. You got me you're crazy if you think I'm building. I'm sorry. I just I half don't see a point of building and then doing all the trapping and all that stuff. When you have 4 players, cause it's just kind of unless it's like a really difficult one, like kind of like this mission type where it's like where it has smoke screen, which means smoke screen is basically your weapons do I think 50 or 50% reduced damage. Well, they do reduce damage. I don't know how much percentage it's by. I believe it's by 50, but I don't remember exactly. Did he leave? Yeah, I think he did. What? You know what? Why'd you build 3 up? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. This storm will change directions during the course of combat. Uh, that's the worst message to see because that means you can't really prepare. You can't really prepare for it because of the storm. What is the other? Hold on, let me see what the other quest line is. Unless I can't see it. No, there's just only Frost Knight that's left. I think I completed the other quest line. I would have done because I just end up falling, especially after a long Ventures week. I just end up running on low energy to play Save the World. Because as much as we say Ventures is fun, well, it's not even really fun. It's just really tedious because, like, basically for the entirety of Ventures, you're just AFK. It's just AFK the entire time because, to be completely honest, there's not really a point to fighting the husks, especially in the zones where they reduce your outgoing damage. Hexylvania. So there's not really a point to fight the husk normally because you don't do good enough damage to the point where it's just like worth it to fight them with weapons. I mean, I get that's the point of ventures to have like new modifiers and stuff like that, but at the same time, if you're gonna reduce outgoing damage for certain heroes, then there's not really a point to run certain heroes. Like I think there's probably genuinely no point to run Constructor in any venture zone unless it gives you reduced building. Like I think this one I think the Hexylvania I think this is the one that gave the reduced building. Like that's what Venture should do is give you a positive boon, but it should give you a negative boon as well. Like if it gives you an increase, like I know that's what it does for I believe this zone where it gives constructors increased trap damage or reduced weapon damage in general, which is irritating when you're trying to do those weapon missions and there's not really a good weapon mission to there's not really good exterminate husk mission to do. But I mean, then again, we don't really need to complete a lot of missions anymore. They don't have to be successful clears of said mission because of the changes that they made. So you don't have to clear every single mission that you do now in order to get progress on like one quest. So I like that. I mean, it's for most quests. Not every single quest is capable of doing that because there's some like the one I got tonight where you have to complete 3 missions as a ninja, which means completing 3 missions as a ninja, which means fully playing them and you cannot leave and you cannot go do anything else. You have to play the mission. There's no cheating it. I mean, obviously you can do endurance. Obviously, the fastest way I believe you can do it is endurance, going to wave, I think 3 or 4, and then just ending and then just quitting. Either quitting or letting them destroy the amplifier. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But I believe you can quit out after that. Alright, I'm just gonna let them do their thing. Hmm. It's funny if I think who thinks it's gonna stop me from. Just need to know where they are. Hmm. It uses, I think, three. Yeah, it uses three at a time. Eh, kind of find it funny. They're like, I mean, not really, but it's kind of funny to me. There's just toxic people that just do this to an AFK person. Or, well, not really AFK. They'll just do it to random people that just aren't moving. It's kind of funny. Too bad I have the counter to it, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Philobber. Hmm. I. All right. Back to the AFK then. I kind of find it funny that people just do that. I mean, it's not an inconvenience to me. I just kind of find it funny is all. I mean, it's not an inconvenience to me in the slightest because I have the anti AFK thing in the form of the Xenon bow and the other thing. So it's not like it's affecting me in the slightest. One more mission. The final mission. I wonder how it'll play out. Or which one it'll be. If any. I don't know. There might not be anyone around. Maybe not. Yep. It might be. Imagine there are people here. But no one goes there. No one's crazy enough to go there. I might just load into this one and just see. Uh, yeah, there's nothing on here. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait to see if anyone joins. If no one joins, I'll leave and try again. Oh, people actually joined. I did not think people were gonna join. Huh, interesting. I genuinely did not think people were gonna join. Hey. The final mission. And I forgot to change skins again. I just at some point I just need like a person. At some point, if I make this a regular thing and I have people in chat, I need someone to constantly remind me to do things, otherwise I'm gonna fucking forget. It just goes in my brain and then just goes out the other ear. I just fucking forget about it. And that is a very common occurrence, as you can no doubt tell. It is a very common occurrence that I constantly forget certain small things that I said I was gonna do, and I just don't do them. For example, streaming every day. Okay, in retrospect, that wasn't my fault. I mean, not streaming every day, but streaming at least once a week, because I kind of forgot to stream on the first week of the year, and when I did remember to stream, I was trying to stream and my YouTube thing was not working, and I did not know how to fix it. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a sign telling me I shouldn't stream today and I should wait. And then I tried it the next day and it still wasn't working. So I was just like, what is going on? And I looked it up. I couldn't find anything at first. And then I just said, you know what, it'll fix itself. And then we fast forward to this week when I had the exact same issue. So I just went in, looked at it, and found a solution, and I got it fixed. So yeah, hopefully it does not happen again. But if it does happen again, I know how to fix it now. And tomorrow, I might stream again tomorrow, but it probably won't be as long, and it'll probably just be Frost Night. I might do a little God of War if I'm feeling up to it tomorrow. I might do a little bit of it. And I mean, even if I don't do it, I'll probably start going back to God of War streams. I might just do them on Twitch. Because I don't know which is better, because I do get more views on YouTube than I do on Twitch. And I think on Twitch, you can get subs and stuff, and they'll pay out to you, even if you're not part of the partner program. So I might just see if that is better for me, to see if doing Twitch is better, because I know the payout on Twitch isn't that great because of their policy change, but I mean, something is better than nothing. I mean, so I might just start doing streams exclusively on Twitch, and only multi-stream if it's like big things, like a new game releasing and I'm just playing it, a new expansion for a game or something like that. I might do something like that. But I think that'll be the limit of what I do. I'm gonna try it on Twitch as well to see if it's worth it on Twitch. Because I know people do Twitch and YouTube. And I mean, that is fine. I probably will start doing the same, but I don't know if it's worth it for me to invest into it right now. But I'll try to do at least, again, as I said, I'll try to do at least one stream a week. Especially if I don't get what I'm looking for, if I don't get a job, I'm going to start doing more stream. I'm probably just gonna do at least one stream a week, maybe more, multiple streams a week. But I don't have really a set time. I'm not gonna really have a set time for the streams. At least not for now. I'm just gonna do them randomly when I feel like streaming. Because I don't feel like streaming every day as much as people would like to gaslight you to believe that they feel like streaming every day. Not, I almost guarantee you every streamer every single day does not feel like streaming every single day. Even the ones that stream every single day, they don't feel like streaming every single day. I mean, unless they have big chats, but like smaller ones, they don't really have much of anything really realistically. They just sort of exist, kinda. What are we doing here? I don't know what they're doing there. You could just jumped up. If you were just trying to jump up here, you could have literally done it from the side. You know what? I'm not gonna question what people do. Cause it's weird and whatever. Can't hold any more of this item. Oh, it's wood. I guess, but I swear to God, if they shoot it down, do not shoot it down. For the love of God, do not shoot it down. For the love of God, do not shoot that thing down. Is this? Yeah, this. I'm not gonna upgrade it because not a point to. Is it a rotating storm? If it is, then I think it'll be fine, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know why they're building this. The floor is out of metal. I don't know why this fan. Those are duped traps. I don't care what anybody else says. Those are 100% duped traps. It's not surprising all of them are 130 or like low 130 or like low 130s. Come on. Come on this way, buddy. Come on. There we go. Into the spikes. Into the spiky death. They're going this way. Like we could have put wall darts over that way. Come off any husk that it doesn't kill because these traps are not cooking. If they're not one-shotting husks, then the traps are not cooking. Even in this zone, if they're not one-shotting them, they're not cooking. Someone using the... No, that's a grenade launcher. From the sounds of it, it might be the egg grenade launcher. Yeah, broke through the wall. Yeah, the storm's changing directions. Ah, no, that's the ancient launcher. Oh, yeah, another smasher. Ah, yes. The fun husk. The most fun husk in the game, the lobbers. Alright, this should be the last mission. Okay, I said that already. My brain is slowly starting to become fried. Is it about to change directions again? Yep, there it goes. It's changing back to the original directions. I think so. Oh, Smasher. Wait a second, there's no. Yep, there goes all of those traps. Because they did not build proper structuring. Is it Smasher Spam? I think it is Smasher Spam. Back. I believe it is Smasher Spam. There's some missions that'll just be like this. Yep, and all those ones became lost as well. So, if you can tell, I mean, to be fair, I'm not even really panicking. Because it's kind of just average. This used to be the average mission way back when. Yep. And the lava flingers come at the worst time. Yeah, it might be over. Yeah, I think it's over. Yep. Yeah, it's over. I'm pretty sure it's over. That is literally the lowest I've ever seen one of these things get. That is wild. See, that's what I mean. Sometimes missions can go exactly like that, and sometimes missions just go like that. And sometimes they just get like so close to being over that it's just almost over. I mean, I've never seen a mission that was like that. I've never seen a mission type that almost became over like that one because literally we were one hit away from it being over. But I'm glad I don't have to do another 160 again until next week, where it'll hopefully be a core reperk and I don't have to do it and I don't actually have to do it. That was insanely close to being over, and I would have been violently upset, yes, that I have to do another mission, and I probably wouldn't have done it on stream. But, you know, we did win, and it's kind of stupid that you can just win like by just building. It just like spam building is kind of stupid. Like half wish we lost that. But yeah, that is the end of thine stream. I might stream tomorrow. I can't confirm it, and I'm not gonna deny that I'm gonna stream tomorrow because I might. It depends on how I'm feeling in the when I awaken. But if I do stream tomorrow, it'll be God of War. If I do stream tomorrow, it will be God of War 100%. Uh, I might do VR streaming as well at some point, but I don't know when that'll be. But I thank you for watching the stream. And even if you only popped in for like a couple minutes, or if you skip to the end, even that, I still thank you because it still means that you were interested enough in the title of the video to just click on it. As for future things, I might get a VR model soon, or like a 2D one at first, and then maybe move it on to 3D at some point. We would have to see. But until the next time, the next stream, I'll see you guys then. Keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.